Well, good morning, Future Wonks. I hope you had an excellent Labor Day weekend and you're ready to just dig back into all the great stuff that's happening. We had an amazing initial coffee chat, the first kickoff this year, had over 20 students, and we dug in for almost 2 solid hours of getting an idea and understanding of how economic policy, well, what it is and how it supports public policy making. So let's turn our attention to today's political events and frame the major issues. Today, Congress reconvenes. Lawmakers return from their August or summer recess, and the Senate is going to begin immediately debate on the Iran nuclear deal. Now, the interesting thing about this is that this is going to be a very partisan debate. And this is going to lead to uncharted waters because it's virtually unprecedented for the country to move forward on an important national security matters on such a thin and entirely partisan base of support. Republicans will try to pass a resolution disapproving the deal, and the resolution will fail because Democrats either are going to manage to block this from coming to a vote at all in the Senate, or because President Obama has already secured enough Democratic support to muster the votes necessary to uphold his veto, which poses some questions for us. What does this mean that such a partisan result will push forward this deal? The most important thing it probably means to us as students of government is that this is not going away. This is almost kind of like Hillary Clinton's emails. As I'm actually recording this, I'm getting the feeling that the sound and hand gestures are not aligned to the actual video. But I'm not going to change that. Suffer through it. You can make sense of what I'm saying. But this is not going away. It will continue to be debated. The Republicans are going to try to undermine it, and the Democrats are going to have to deal with this as they move through the election campaign. So, in regard to the president, the only thing on the president's public agenda today is to meet with the most recent NCAA basketball championship team, the Duke team. Duke won. Blue Devils, I think they're called. The Blue Devils? I don't know. I don't know much about college basketball. What I do know is that the president meets with national championship teams. And can you imagine why? You think he just likes sports? Well, this president does, but not every president likes sports. So why does the president meet with championship teams? The word is photo op. Photo op. President will have a very prestigious gathering. He'll sign basketballs, he'll award jerseys, he'll shake hands, and lots of pictures will be taken. It will make the news. What else is making the news is that while the world awaits the new Apple iPhone, China has released or is planning to release, I'm not sure exactly of the date, but a number of knockoffs or competitors. So we'll take a look at those and see how those phones are going to compete against the new Apple phone, and what kind of implications those phones mean for competition against really the American economy. Now, I have a note here to read, but I can't read my own note. Yes. If you're watching this video, you've visited the website, you should see that there's some new commentaries. While there are some new commentaries, there are no new posts by you. You're not responding to anything. I am looking you in the eye from this video screen, and I'm saying, you took Labor Day weekend off. I hope you had a good time. But while you were taking that weekend off, others were studying, learning vocabulary, and appreciating issues. Not a good place to be. All I could say for you is, fortunately, there are no points to have been lost over the Labor Day weekend, so you can straighten up, you can get your focus back, because we're moving toward a Chapter 1 exam very soon, probably Thursday, maybe Friday, on Introduction to Government, Political Culture, and I'm going to sneak in some politics. I just can't help it. Don't forget that today, 3 o'clock to 3:30, is the reteach reassessment opportunity. If you already saw the video children's story for adults, I will be showing it again, but if you come, there's plenty of things from that video that we can get to start discussing themes and issues about freedom, liberty, democracy. So don't cop out and not come because you already saw the video. That ain't gonna cut it. You better have something important planned. And look, it's another short week. Thursday, Friday, we only have 40-minute periods due to the late start for the freshman interviews. So for you, you get to sleep in. I have to go interview freshmen. So what kind of mood do you think I'm going to be in on Thursday, Friday? I would suggest planning ahead to be ready because I'm coming from talking for over an hour with freshmen. So be on your best behavior on Thursday and Friday. And what you can take from this is there are at least two very important political terms. Did you pick them up while I was talking? Partisan. I used that word at least 3 times in the introduction, in the introductory story. Partisan. And the second word, photo op. Photo op. You should know what these words mean by the time you get to government class today. All right. Remember, by the time you're watching this, this is already old news because we're on East Coast, Washington, D.C. time, which we know is also already behind the breaking world and global events of the day. And this video is now 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes of knowledge and information, all a bonus to you. Dig in, watch it again, and then watch it a third time.